Hi everyone, it's Rebecca from Chloe's Creative Cards, and today I'm going to show you how to make this lovely DL card using the Floral Frames and Flutters collection. So to get started, I have taken a DL card blank and I've taken a piece of Azalea matte mirror card and I've just trimmed that down a tiny bit to fit onto the card blank. I'm going to apply some Collal all-purpose glue to the back and I'm going to stick that on. Like so, just wiggle that into position. I've then taken a piece of rose quartz pearl card and a piece of patterned paper, and I've just cut those 1/4 of an inch smaller each time to fit onto my card. So I'm going to stick those together just with a bit of all-purpose glue, like so. And I'm just going to pop those to the side. I've then taken a strip of Azalea Vellum, so the Azalea wash vellum, and I've taken a sentiment stamp, and this one says, "Hope lots of lovely surprises are coming your way to make your birthday a lovely day." I'm going to stamp this out onto the strip of vellum, so I'm just going to dust that over in the centre with an anti-static bag. I'm going to bring in my Wow clear embossing ink pad and I'm just going to ink up that stamp, like so. And I'm going to stamp this just off centre onto my piece of vellum. Just grab in some scrap paper. And then I'm going to use Opaque bright white wow powder to emboss that. I'm just going to sprinkle that over, tap off the excess. You can see we've got that lovely crisp sentiment. Okay. And I'm going to heat that up using my heat tool. And then I'm going to bring in my card pieces again, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to position that on here and I'm going to wrap that around. So I'm just folding it, positioned it where I would like it, and I'm just going to fold that round like so and crease. And then I'm going to stick that at the back, but I'm going to stick that piece on using some foam pads. So I'm just going to stick that down using those, just like so. Peel those backs off. And then stick that onto my card. There we go. Okay, then to create the butterflies, I have taken the smaller of the two from the Butterfly Dreams stamp set. So I've taken the smaller stamp, and I've taken some rose quartz washers vellum, and I'm going to just dust over that with an anti-static bag. And then you're going to need to stamp out 2 of these butterflies. I'm just going to do one to show you because I've already got some that are dry. So just going to stamp out. So you would stamp out 2 of those using your clear embossing ink pad, and again I'm going to heat emboss that using Opaque bright white. And we'll just heat that up. This is going to create the largest butterfly on our card. There we go. And then I'm going to take the matching die. I'm going to place that over the top. I'll just grab in some low-tack tape. I'm we're just going to stick that down like so. Just going to roughly trim around that so it fits on my smaller Gemini plates. Put that to the side. Okay, and I'm just going to then grab in my Gemini plates. So I'm using the Gemini Junior plates. I'm going to use my original Gemini. I'm just going to feed that through, wait for it to come out the inside. Here we go. Okay. We're then going to glitter up the butterfly. So what I've done to glitter it up is I've taken my Art Glitter Dries clear glue with a fine tip, and I'm just going to infill those areas that you can see the detail on the butterfly. So all the way around, infill in those little leaves, little flower, the edge of the petals, edge of the wings I should say, the little flower, little dots. Just working my way around. So, then I'm going to bring in my Crystal Crush Sparkelicious. Oh, I've just forgotten those dots. Just add glue to those. And then I'm just going to cover that in Crystal Crush Sparkelicious. You can see how it just gives the perfect sparkly accent to that beautiful pale pink butterfly. Okay, so I've already done 2 of these just so that they were dry for us today. So I'll bring those in and pop that one just to the side to dry. So you can see I've got those lovely crisp butterflies all glittered up and dry. So I'm then going to take a piece of Azalea mirror card, and I'm going to take that same die and place that on there and cut one of those out. So I'm just going to bring in my plates again. And we'll just run that through the die cutting machine. There we go. Okay. Then we're going to layer this butterfly up. So I'm just going to crease just on either side of the body, just to make those wings fold up a little bit. I'm going to apply a small amount of glue just to the body on the mirror card butterfly and stick that one on top. Like so, quite firmly, making sure that glue's grabbed. Then I'm going to do the same with the other butterfly, fold on each side of the body. And again, pop another strip of glue down the centre and stick that one into the middle. Like so, and then you can see how we've got that multi kind of layered effect of that butterfly. So I'm going to pop that one to the side, and then we're going to create the smaller ones. So to create the smaller ones, I've taken this stamp, the butterfly wreath stamp, and I'm going to ink that up, and again, same as we did before, I'm going to use the Rose Quartz Washers Vellum. So I'm going to dust that over with an anti-static bag, and you would stamp this twice. Now you can just concentrate on a section for the 2 butterflies you would like, or you can stamp out the whole thing and obviously keep the butterflies for another project. So I'm just going to stamp out the whole wreath so you can see. so. And then again, I'm going to emboss that using Opaque Bright White. Like so, and then I'm going to heat that up. Again, you can see that lovely crisp image. Now I've chosen to use these two butterflies, so I'm going to place that onto the image, and again use some low tack tape to stick that down. And I've chosen to use this little butterfly next to it as well. So again, a bit of low tack tape, just to make sure that doesn't move in the die cutting machine. I'm just going to trim that off, bring in my plates again and run that through. So again, you would have done 2 of those. You need 2 of each of those little butterflies. Just wait for that to come out. And we can see we've got those 2 little butterflies there. Okay, again, I've glittered these ones. So again, the same way as we did the big butterfly, just applying a little bit of glue and Crystal Crush glitter just to the little details on the butterfly. So I've done 2 of each of those. And then again, I've cut out the matching die from some Azalea mirror card, just as we did for the previous butterfly. So I'm going to apply a little bit of glue down the centre. Again, fold either side of the body, like so, and stick it into the middle. And the other one, fold and fold, little bit of glue, and stick into the centre, like so. And then again for this one, so I'm just going to fold one side this time, as the wings are all kind of on one side. So we'll just stick that down, like so. And again, just fold in that body. And sticking that down. Okay, then I'm going to bring my card back in and we're going to start sticking the butterflies on now. So I'm going to take some foam pads, just grab some, and I'm just going to place a foam pad on the back of the large butterfly. I'm just going to position that where I'd like it and then press that into place. I'm just going to cut some smaller foam pads. Again, take this one, foam pad on the back, and then I'm going to stick that into place. And a foam pad for this one, like so. Position that one and stick it down. Okay. Then we're going to take some of our pink floral sequins. So I'm just going to tip a few of those out into the lid, just so I can see them. And I'm just going to add some blobs of glue into the background around the butterflies, like so. And we're just going to stick a few of those sequins on. Like so, just seeing where you kind of want them to fit. last one. And this one. No. There we go. Stick that on and pop the rest of them back into the jar. Okay, then I'm going to take some pretty pink self-adhesive jewels. So I've just got all the ones that we've got kind of left over. I'm just going to add a blob to the centre of each flower. Like so. And then I'm just going to add a couple of little blobs in the background as well. And we're just going to start sticking some of these on. I'm just going to grab some tweezers. And start sticking those into place. They are already sticky, obviously, so you can just stick them straight on. Sometimes I just like to give them a little bit of extra stick, especially when the cards in the craft room are kind of getting handled quite a lot. Just tend to add a little bit of glue on there as well. That one's not sticking. You can see that one's covered in glue, but when it dries, it will dry clear, so that's fine. I'll have a better look. There we go, so just sticking them into the background like so. Sometimes tend to find it easier just to pull them off. Slide them off with my finger and then stick them down, to be fair. Like so. Go, and we'll have a little one in there. And we need a little one in there. And one in that one as well. Oh, and then that one as well. Okay, then what I'm going to do is just again apply a little bit of glue down the centres, just with it being kind of more of a rough surface as well. It helps the self-adhesive just to grab a little bit more. So again, I'm just going to pop these down the centre of the butterfly, either using your fingers or using some tweezers just to get them into place. Last one. Oh. There we go. And then I'm going to do the smaller butterflies as well. Use these ones, this colour this time. Oh. Just working all the way down. Can be quite fiddly, but it is worth it at the end. And there you would have your finished card. I really hope you enjoyed that demo. Thank you for watching. As always, everything will be linked in the description below so that you can go and buy the products to make this card. Thank you. Bye.